You guys have to understand that when you practice and practice and practice and practice, you will make a fortune. So what I do is these nice, beautiful training videos I have is my beautiful training ground. You have to understand that you forget the background and how my background is. You see that place right there? I've been there. You have to understand, I can see it. I never have to go there because guess what? I understand what that feels like. You have to understand that my eye explains everything. You have to understand that Jesus never had to live in this time because Jesus lived in back. I realize Jesus lived back in those times. You have to understand that Jesus never had to go through your life. I realize Jesus never had to walk your life because Jesus has walked everybody's life already. You have to understand it's really the eye, and the eye is everything. You have to understand the eye puts everything into perspective. You have to understand that Jesus understands how I'm feeling and how life is. You have to understand that Jesus never had to watch TV. You have to understand that Jesus never had to watch pornography. You have to understand that Jesus never had to go and travel on a plane everywhere because Jesus understands high consciousness. You have to understand that the more of a greater teacher you are, I promise you, the more you're going to find Jesus and understand life, that you don't have to go traveling around the world. You can go and do Jesus' work today, anywhere. You have to understand you never be ashamed about money and how much money you have because Jesus never had a cent in his pocket. You have to understand it's really go and inspire yourself every single day that you understand that whatever you do today, you can always do it with Jesus. You can always do it with me. You can understand that we're going to do this together because I am your friend. You have to understand that I'm your friend in Jesus Christ. So make sure that we are going to bond together and we're going to understand to inspire each other every single day because understand that even though the world is like this, you have to understand it's a beautiful world and it's still running and you're still alive. And that means that other people are not coming to kill you. So realize that the world is going up. You have to realize that if there are no wars going on around you right now and people are not dying around you right now and there is no bombing around you, I mean, it's a beautiful world, even if the coronavirus is going on around us and even if the world's falling down and they're saying the world's falling down and they're making people run to 9-to-5 job and they're making people slaves. I promise you, if there is no shooting around you right now and there's not many people dying in terms of actual war and terrorism going on, you have to understand that it's still going to be a beautiful world and we're still going to rise to the occasion no matter what happens because everything else is drama. You have to understand that we have to lift regardless of what's going on in the world because Jesus will say so that no matter what happens, that everything outside of you is not important and what's inside is the most important and it's called your I. I love you. So increase it every single day and you'll understand Jesus and why Jesus never had to live in this lifetime. You have to understand that Jesus already lived in this lifetime, although you have to understand that Jesus died today and Jesus was risen today. You have to understand that you need to understand to go and have more faith in yourself and believe in your I and believe in your I and believe in your I because your I is going to never die. And look at I, for example, you have to look at I when I create my videos. You have to understand when I create my videos in life, I go and give it in my full eye capacity. I make sure I show up. I make sure I give you the best you have got to give me. I give you no matter what. I give you no matter what. I don't even expect anything from you. I just give you from my heart. I give you all my knowledge because guess what? I promise you that's called courage. And then the more I give you information, I realize the more I'll inspire you to go and give other people information. And then I'll give you some skills and then you'll go and pass it on and you'll be my messenger. And you have to understand that I am Jesus's messenger. You have to understand that you're working for Jesus too. You have to understand that we're all working for Jesus. So realize that all wisdom comes from Jesus and the first teacher in the planet is Jesus. You have to understand, so no matter what, you have to also be a teacher. You have to teach someone something about your life. I mean, if you don't understand how to teach people and you have a kid, I mean, what are you going to teach the kid then? I realize that you have to go teach kids how to live life. So why not go and start teaching adults right now without having kids? I realize that if you don't have kids, you don't need kids until you have them. You have to understand, although go and start teaching kids now, right? I realize right now you can start, and right now you have to understand that we are all big kids. You have to understand that we're all big kids in a nice, beautiful, effective way. And you go and teach adults who are really kids and babies today, although I realize they believe that they are old and they believe that they are really yuck, although teach them that they're not yuck and teach them that they're beautiful people. You have to understand that we can all collide together in a better way and we can always lead each other in a better way. So make sure that no matter what, that each and every single day you understand that if you have no kids today, you can go and teach people right now. Because otherwise, if you have kids, you have to teach your kids. I mean, why wait? I mean, why wait 5 years to have a kid and then teach a kid? I mean, you can teach people right now on video. So when you have a kid, you have 10,000 hours of videos for that kid to go and grow up watching you all their life, because that's all the school they need. You have to understand that it's all the self-education they need. You have to understand that when we are here already, we must already be alive. You have to understand that we must always strive to never strive, although we're thriving. You have to understand we're thriving to go and coach people. We have to coach people every single day. We have to understand that our kids are going to learn from us everything. So if you're a smoker, I promise you that your kid will be a smoker. I promise you, if you drink alcohol, I promise you your kid's going to grow up in that environment and you will see them drinking alcohol too. You understand? So what you are today is what your family will become in the generations to come. So make sure that no matter what, you go and be the best version of yourself and give that kid that you're going to have an inspiration that they're going to remember for a lifetime.